July 28th, 2025. I have been very busy today, so I just was able to get the first coat of the purple paint onto the fabrics of these guys. They're going to be Slaneshi. At least that's my thought anyway. So once I get done with them, or with the purple stuff, I'll obviously take care of the horns, make sure any extra details that I want with like the skulls, and any ropes, anything like that, that'll be taken care of. And then wash, and then base. So that's what I got done with today. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. July 31st, 2025. I have basically finished the gores. Maybe I want to get some black on the hooves, but that should be fine. I got the wash on them, so all that's left for them, same thing with these guys and these 3 leaders, is to just paint the bases that moot green that I wanted to go and paint them. Did that with the dragon ogres. I am right now working on these. Got the blue for a Zinch. Next thing is just make sure all browns are good to go. Get the horns, any horns they have, any bones, stuff like that they have, and then it's wash and bases. So that should do it. And then I do have a bunch more to work with him, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Not really worried too much. I probably won't work on you just yet. I'll probably just make sure that probably finish these guys, but in the meantime I'm probably also going to go and work on those knights for historical stuff, just because I have been interested in the Wars of the Roses again. It's come back as something I want to do stuff with, so I'll work on those as well. We'll see. But in the meantime, that is what's been going on today. I mentioned that I've been working on the cardboard train. I have been doing that. I have gotten the stuff based with sand, and then I've also got it primed. Obviously, there's some parts you can tell that aren't fully covered with the primer. It's fine. I'm going to be doing some other stuff to it, so it's not going to look like this is not the final thing. But this is at least much better than it was before. It's now a grayish color, so I don't have to worry about it looking bad when I'm doing games and stuff like that. So that is truly all I've done so far today. So we'll meet back up later. 1st of August 2025. Ignore my massive mess. I'll explain that later, but the Ungors and that Bray Shaman have been painted and put the wash on. Just have to let them dry, and then I'm gonna go and put all of these back into their bin, and I will paint the bases, I should say, of them later. Next, yeah, I'm in a War of the Roses mood, so I'm probably going to get started on at least some of these guys. I will not be doing like all of this at once. I will probably be figuring out, okay, what is a small unit of these archers, paint that small unit, what is this, and then do that again, and do that again, continuously getting that small unit, so breaking it up into a more manageable sort of thing. Same thing with the foot knights, same thing with the bill. So that's what I will do. These are just some extra stuff. A kit bashed king on a horse. I gave him the crown from the foot knight set. Some old Bretonian archers, and then these metal figures that my dad used to play D&D with. So I have those as well, but I will see what we can get done with by tonight. Obviously I have work today, but we'll see what happens at the end of the day after that. So, all right, later on the 1st of August 2025, I got started on painting my knights. they have their metallic color on them, more than likely I'm not going to do too much with them. Obviously, if I can get some stuff with like some fabric, I will try. Maybe I can try to get some gold trim or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. The main thing that will be painted will be the horse. That's where a lot of the different color will come from. Obviously, browns and other fun stuff. I will do some research into what they will look like, but that's probably going to be the big color that's going to be for them. And then I have all the mounted, well, not the mounted, but the foot knights, and then all those bow, and then all the bill, and other stuff like that. And then I do have some mercenaries for that as well, that I did use in my Empire force, but it'll be fine. So that is what I got done with today. August 2nd, 2025. I'm not feeling super good, but I did get the Empire Pistolier / Outrider box, and I started building them, but I realized something, and I don't even know why I didn't realize it sooner, but the bases for the horses are now different. So we have an old Empire Knight horse, and yeah, that's shorter there, and that's shorter there. So this is a bigger base than this. So what I did is I did not glue the horses in there. Hopefully I'll be able to get them out of this. I will get the smaller bases for this, and I'll see if I can print or 3D print or something, bases for all of my horses that are going to be this size, so I can just use them for other games or older editions of Fantasy that don't have the bigger bases. But that's what we'll do. Hey guys, Editing Paladin here, and what I was meaning by that is something like this, where I have the smaller base, put it into the larger thing, so it will be the correct base size, but it's not I don't have to go and worry about rebasing or anything like that. I'll try to find something like that, but for cavalry, eventually. Main thing is I want to get the stuff at least built and looking good. There's a lot of mold lines and stuff like that. Not surprised, this is an old kit, but still, it's you know, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I don't actually mind mold lines and stuff like that. I really don't. So, but yeah, that'll be it for right now. Anyway, all right, it's the end of the day, and all of my Pistoliers are built. I decided to build Pistoliers and not Outriders. Just figured I should. I did put on a bunch of extra bits and stuff like that for like baggage and stuff like that on the guys. But I did do some research, and apparently there was some sort of like hand mortar or something like that was used historically. Obviously it did not look like this, and if I recall, it took place, well, it was used a little later, closer to the early 1700s, but I don't care. I still would be using these for like a pike and shot historical sort of game, too, just because why not? I have them for Empire. They're close enough for me. I don't really think anyone's going to care if I use them for historicals either. I really wouldn't if someone tried to do it with me. So that would be them ready to be primed. I might go and see if there's any little bits and bobs that I could put on or take off. Depends, but yeah, that will be it for the day and the week as well. So thank you very much for watching, and hope you have a good day. Bye.